performing a baptism, the priest approached the young father and said solemnly, "Baptism is a serious step. Are you prepared for it?" "I think so," the man replied. "My wife has made appetizers and we have a caterer coming to provide plenty of cookies and cakes for all of our guests." "I don't mean that," the priest responded. "I mean, are you prepared spiritually?" "Oh, sure," came the reply. "I've got a keg of beer and on a very cold night, a young man dropped into the local and the madam said, "You'll have to wait. But there's lots of girls that aren't busy right now." "Yes, but several of the rooms are closed for repairs." "Listen, I'm pretty desperate. I don't need a room," the man says. So he takes his money and he goes upstairs with one of the staff, and after looking for a place to consummate the transaction, they decide to do it on the roof. But it's a very cold night and they freeze to death and fall to the sidewalk. A passing drunk looks them over, staggers to the door and knocks. "Go away," says the madam. "We don't allow drunks in here." "I don't want in," says the drunk. "I just wanted to tell you that was terribly overweight, so her doctor put her on a diet. I want you to eat regularly for 2 days, then skip a day, and repeat this procedure for 2 weeks. The next time I see you, you'll have lost at least 5 pounds." When the woman returned, she shocked the doctor by losing nearly 20 pounds. "Why, that's amazing," the doctor said. "Did you follow my instructions?" The woman nodded. "I'll tell you though, I thought I was going to drop that 3rd day." "From hunger, you mean?" It's a beautiful warm spring day and a man and his wife are at the zoo. She is wearing a cute, loose-fitting, sleeveless pink spring dress with straps. As they walk through the ape exhibit and pass in front of a very large gorilla, the gorilla goes up. He jumps up on the bars holding on with one hand and 2 feet, grunting and pounding his chest with the free hand. He is obviously excited at the pretty lady in the wavy dress. The husband noticed his excitement and suggests that his wife sees the poor fellow. The husband suggests she puck her lips, wiggle her bottom, and play along. She does, and Mr. Gorilla gets even more excited, making noises that would wake the dead. Then the husband suggests that she lets one of her straps fall. She does, and Mr. Gorilla is just about to tear the bars down. "Now try lifting your dress up your thigh," the husband said. This drives the gorilla absolutely crazy. Suddenly, the husband grabs his wife by the hair, rips open the door to the cage, slings her in with the gorilla and says, "Now tell Agam you have a headache." One day, 3 sisters were at home and their mom said their boyfriends could stay the night. That night, the mom was walking through the hallway and heard crying from the first daughter's room. Then she heard laughter coming from the second daughter's room. However, there was no sound got out from the third daughter's room. The next day, after their boyfriend had left, the mother asked the first daughter why she was crying. Because it hurt the first time, she replied. The mother asked the second daughter why she was laughing. Because it tickled the first time. Then the mother asked the third daughter what she was doing, and there was no sound from her room. The daughter answered, "But Mom, you always told me not to talk with my mouth full." The priest was getting ready to hear confessions one day when he got a terrible attack of diarrhea. So he asked the altar boy to take over for him. "But I don't know how to hear confessions," said the altar boy. "It's easy," said the priest. "You've seen me do it many times. Nobody will know the difference." So the altar boy was in the confession booth when a man came in and sat down on the other side. "Father, I don't know what to do," the man said. "Last night my wife and I were in bed. She was sleeping and I rolled her over and did her in the... I feel bad about it, but I don't know how to make it up to her." "That's easy," said the altar boy. "Just give her milk and cookies like the priest gives me." In a mental institution, a nurse walks into a room and sees a patient acting like he's driving a car. The nurse asks him, "Charlie, what are you doing?" Charlie replies, "Driving to Chicago." The nurse wishes him a good trip and leaves the room. The next day, the nurse enters Charlie's room just as he stopped driving his imaginary car and asks, "Well, Charlie, how are you doing?" Charlie says, "I just going to Chicago." "Great," replies the nurse. The nurse leaves Charlie's room and goes across the hall into Bob's room and finds Bob sitting on his bed, furiously mad. Shocked, she asks, "Bob, what are you doing?" Bob says, "I'm doing Charlie's wife while he's..." On their first night together, a newly the couple get ready for bed. The new bride comes out of the bathroom all showered and wearing a beautiful robe. The proud husband says, "My dear, we are married now, you can open your robe." The beautiful young woman opens her robe and he is astonished with her beauty. He exclaims. "Oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. Let me take a picture." Puzzled, she asks, "My picture?" He answers, "Yes, my dear, so I can carry your beauty next to my heart forever." She smiles and he takes her picture and then he heads into the bathroom to shower. He comes out wearing his robe and the new wife asks, "Why are you wearing a robe? We are married now." The man opens his robe and she exclaims, "Oh my, let me get a picture." He beams and asks why. She answers, "So I can get it." A priest who has to spend the night in a hotel asks the girl in reception to come up to his room for dinner. After a while, he makes a pass at her, but she stops him and reminds him that he is a holy man. "It's okay," he replies. "It's written in the Bible." After a wild night of eggs, she asks to see where in the Bible it says it's okay. The priest rolls over, takes Gideon out of the desk by the bed and shows her the first page. On it, someone has scrawled, "The girl in reception will fuck and what?"